Welcome to the worst of the best podcast. You wanted the best. Well, they didn't freaking make it! So here's what you get. From Canada, Ryan and Ruban.
I haven't done an intro in a while, Rube.
Go for it. Introduce the worst of the best podcast.
Well,
I want you to introduce because we're doing all about Scientologists today. So do the introduction.
I'm your host, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
All right, well, let's get down to this one. So, again, Tom Cruise's ripple effect.
Yes.
So we had our...
The smallest pebble.
That's right. Tom Cruise, really kind of a small influence on our show. One of our better downloaded episodes. It streaked to the top very quickly. Top gun to the top of our downloads.
Did it?
No. But we did get some listeners. We appreciate you guys. Anyway, so we thought it was funny. We thought it would be fun to talk about the worst of the best celebrity Scientologists. Or are these Scientologist celebrities?
I don't know. I like to think they're just people,
Okay.
like you and I, who happen to be celebrities and Scientologists.
Okay. We want to make it clear that we are not ragging on the religion at all today.
Please, we don't want to be harassed. We don't want to
Nope.
be having your death threats, your letters, going through our mail, threatening our family and our livelihood.
No, we're not going to do any kind of slander on any religion that believes in an alien that started the whole process. I don't want anyone to emote me their anger. I don't want to go. I just want to make things very clear. I'm going clear here. Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
I'm going clear on this. I want to be very clear that I'm actually going to go clear on this next statement by saying I want no trouble. I want no trouble with the Scientology department.
However, I think the reason why we can't use them is because they're the only church out there that has a celebrity center.
That's right. So this is what we're doing. We believe in the freedom of religion. Scientology is officially a religion, whether people like it or not. They are officially a religion. And people can go there and feel good about themselves. And all we're doing today is saying there are celebrities who get special treatment.
Because they're a celebrity.
Because they're a celebrity.
Crazy.
Because of that special treatment, we want to tell you who is the worst of the best known celebrities. Now, there's a lot of celebrities that are Scientologists. Ruben and I kind of went through the list of celebrities, and we kind of picked the generic ones that our 20 listeners may know off the top of their head, because
I don't know who Princess Joy Vila is.
That's right. There might be somebody that does, but
Is she really a princess?
she's a princess.
She's got to be ostracized in her kingdom.
Danny Masterson and Alana Masterson, I'm sure there are a couple. It sounds familiar, but
If you have to think too much about it.
that's what I mean. So
Greta von Susteren?
Richard Elfman?
No, I know who Greta von Susteren is.
Is that the news lady?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She looks like a...
Be careful.
No, she looks like a news person. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she had a bunch of plastic surgery done
For what?
because of what she looked like before. It wasn't for aging. It was for
Did something happen to her?
genetics. She was a handsome woman who went under the knife to try to make herself
Wait, I'm confused.
less. Are we not talking about the
What?
blonde? I just didn't want to make fun of her because
I'm not
a lot of people find her unconventionally beautiful. So
For real?
Yes, that's why she got sliced up.
No, wait. Is she? But she's always been a woman. Are we talking about her changing her? Like, wait a minute. I'm confused. I actually don't know. Now, the way you're saying, I know who she is in my mind.
I believe that she identifies with her cisgender.
Was she born?
No, cisgender means that you identify with the gender that you're born as.
What? So she identifies with what she is.
That she was born as. I'm being 100%
I don't even know.
correct.
What's it called? I don't even...
Cisgender. So
Stop! What are we talking about? For the record, I am very liberal. I'm just confused. Okay, I just don't know what you're saying. Like like for example, I was born a man. I have all the man
and because
parts.
you identify as a man.
Yeah, I'm
That
male.
means-
I'm male. Like genetically, I am a male, but I also identify as a male.
Therefore, you're cisgender.
But that doesn't. What does that mean? So I am just what I am, and that's what I am.
Moving on. Like, I don't know who Melissa Ribis is.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay. So these are the people we don't know.
Yeah.
So I think the people that we are gonna go through here, I think everyone here is gonna know. Okay, just so you know, that is a virus. Becky knows about this virus.
A message from Lynn?
Yeah, okay. So there's this pop-up that you just heard. It was a massage from Lynn. This is legit a virus. When I do this podcast, I use free software, free online software to convert the files from WAV files to MP3 files and vice versa. And I went on one. I forget which episode it was, but it was legitimately a file that was having... Oh, yeah. It was a YouTube video recording I did with some guys for different podcasts. And the YouTube worked. And I was panicking because I was unable to rip the YouTube file the way I used to be able to do it. So I was scouring all these other different untested sites to see if I could get the file ripped the way I've done in the past on a site that I've trusted for 2 years that doesn't give me... I've done a scan on my computer, and so every now and then I get a pop-up that Ruben just saw about a scantily clad woman either saying, "Hi, how are you?" or offering to give me a massage. Okay. That's the story behind that pop-up.
Good story.
It's it's the truth. Oh, it's embarrassing. It is the truth, though. So... Say something.
Well, no, let's get this ball rolling.
Okay. This isn't going to be a big episode, but a lot of these names people do know. We're going to get the obvious ones out of the way first, so we're going to start with the big one, Tom Cruise.
I thought you can start with Chris Stanley.
You're right. Tom Cruise is a little bit smaller. So everyone knows Tom Cruise. Easy.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, there's no way in heaven that Tom Cruise would ever be picked for worse for much of anything. Look, he's a human being like the rest of us. As far as his celebrity goes and everything he seems to do in his job as a celebrity, I have very little complaint.
A very well-liked guy.
Yeah, I don't have any complaints. So he's not...
Every movie, though, at some point during the movie, I think, Scientology.
Does he do Scientology in his movies? I don't catch it.
No, it just comes...
Oh, it's unfortunate. In a weird way, I know. There's two things that I always notice with Tom Cruise in his movies. He runs, rides a motorcycle, and I'm not too sure if his hair is real.
I think it is.
Or it's got a mixture. I'm just not too sure. And I don't fault him for that. I think it is too, but I'm not too sure. It's just...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's enough that I'm not too sure if it's all real.
Okay, fair enough, enough.
Erica Christensen, Ruben, do you know who that is?
Jag?
No, that's Catherine Bell.
Jag? No, okay. Erica Christensen, I don't know who that is.
I know, just go ahead and Google her. I believe she's blonde. I think she was in that show Parenthood, I think.
With Dak Shepard?
Yeah. I think that was his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Erica Christensen was in a TV show on NBC called Parenthood, based on the movie Parenthood. If you Google her at home, you'll know when you see her. I like her, good actress. I love that show, Parenthood. Love that show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's in Traffic. That's when I was introduced to her.
Yeah, that's right. She was the daughter in Traffic, wasn't she? Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Okay. Catherine Bell, like Ruben previously mentioned, a very buxomy, lovely woman who was in a few Good Men. That was Demi Moore, the other buxomy uniformed officer. Catherine Bell was in Jag for many years. She's a Scientologist.
And Bruce Almighty.
That's right. She was in Bruce Almighty. Very beautiful woman. I'm not going to lie. Beck. Ruben. Beck. Thoughts on Beck?
It reminds me of the interview we did with Chris Ballou, the singer for the President of the United States of America. Chris was a guitar player for Beck.
Oh, that's cool.
Touring guitar player.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool connection. Okay. We also, speaking of music, we have music composer Mark Isham. He's done a lot of film. If you Google him again, Google Mark Isham. We'll run down some of the films that he has composed. Quite a bit, actually.
All right.
He has 168 credits to his name alone.
Yeah.
So
The Accountant.
Sure, The Accountant.
Did you see The Accountant?
Great movie.
Yeah, so I have this joke. When I go to the movies, I try it every week. When I have to sit beside somebody, I'm a bigger guy. And so when I sit beside somebody, and you know that they don't want to be sitting beside me, but you have no choice because the theater's packed, or you want cheap nights, I say to the person beside me, no matter what, I'm sorry, I'm not better looking. And it gets a little laugh, whatever. I did it with one guy that was a big biker dude. I'm like, he might hit me. And he just howled. He thought it was hilarious.
Great.
Anyway, so I say to this one guy, I'm like, hey, I was sorry, better looking. He goes, no, I think you're pretty good looking. It took me a while to figure out he was gay. Probably took him a longer time to figure out that I wasn't gay.
It took you a little while to know that he was gay. And you're thinking it took him even longer to find out that you were not.
Well, he offered me his popcorn. We shared a popcorn. With the stranger.
You know the popcorn trick, right?
I've heard of it. Yeah, so we shared a popcorn, and then I say to the guy, I said, look, I took Accounting 101, so if you get lost in the movie at any point, just, let me know, I can fill you in. And he laughs, well, I'm okay, I'm actually an accountant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We had a good time. Then afterwards, he starts talking to me, and I'm like, all right, time for me to go. That's the accountant story for me.
That's funny. I like that. Little side question on the accountant. I've seen it before. Of course, I loved it. But why was he smashing his leg? Why was he hurting his leg?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Again, I see like a movie once a week.
I know, but there's a very disturbing scene. He's like ragging on his leg in the room, and the music's going, and strobe light.
Oh, I think that's just they'll have like a when I say they, those that are, my understanding is those in the autistic spectrum disorder, they'll have something just to kind of yank on or whatever, you know.
He was like pounding on his leg, and I kept closing my eyes. So I thought he was gonna break his shin or something. It was.
I'm not an autistic expert anyway, but in my line of work, I see autistic children quite often. That's one of the things that I have noticed. Not so much a leg thing, but just something that they might hit.
Speaking of autistic, we got John Travolta. I don't even know why. So actually, speaking of wigs, so John Travolta, Scientologist, and his wife, Kelly Preston, beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm. My favorite Scientology movie of all time is Jerry Maguire. Yeah, Kelly Preston and Thomas.
That's a great idea. That's right. We should do the worst of the best Scientology movie. I'll tell you right now, Battlefield Earth. End of story. Worst Scientology movie ever.
So we're just had an episode within an episode.
Yeah, that's right. That was our shortest, worst of the best episode ever.
You're welcome.
So John Travolta, yeah, everyone knows him. Nice guy, I like him. He's quote unquote married to Kelly Preston.
You say that because he's been photographed kissing men around town. Is that correct?
Or the massage man. Speaking of massages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't an Asian woman that asked him either. Okay. Giovanni Ribisi. And
I haven't seen him in anything recently, but
I know he's actively doing something right now. I can't remember what it is, but he is still actively employed in Hollywood. He was on previously at our last week's episode. He was on Saving Private Ryan, my worst choice. Yeah, he's from the island here, Ruben. I believe he's from our island.
He is not. He was born in Los Angeles.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
There's nothing on his IMDb that shows he's from the island.
Is he the one that was in Friends?
Yeah, I think he was in Friends.
He's from Campbell River, or Courtney. He might have been born in LA, but he was raised in... Yeah, I think he's from the island. He was the guy that's in Friends. I know who I'm thinking of. It's a sniper dude. Barry Pepper. He's from Campbell River. All right, Ruben, did you ever watch Mad Men?
Yes.
Elizabeth Moss from Mad Men. She played...
I loved her.
She was great. And she's in it. Of course, everyone knows can you say it? The Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale? I haven't seen it.
It's a critically acclaimed, very popular series, and she's the main actress in that. So that's for a reference for our listeners. So she is a Scientologist.
See, I didn't know that she was a Scientologist until this list. But she was married to Fred Armisen, who is not on this list. Everybody knows Fred Armisen from SNL, Portlandia.
Yeah. So they were married.
They were married.
And now they're not.
You know,
well, religion's tough. If you're a different face, it's tough to make it work. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Probably.
But then again, Fred Armisen has quite the reputation of being...
A womanizer?
No, kind of aloof.
Oh,
I think he's a comedic genius, but you just don't know when he's on and off.
Right. Sure, that's fair.
Who knows?
We got Billy Sheehan.
Who's he from? Where's he from?
Mr. Big, brah. Bass player for Mr. Big, played with David Lee Roth. He's actually considered one of the best hair metal bassists in the world.
But I'm sure he's amazing.
Yes.
He's just not my...
But he's big enough that, trust me, I'm sure one of our listeners...
He's big enough they named the band after him.
Yeah. Mr. Big.
They were like the chocolate bar.
Great chocolate bar. We've got the dearly departed Isaac Hayes. His fiasco for leaving South Park. So he did
that's right.
He did 9-12 seasons of South Park where they made fun of every religion, every gender, everything.
Nothing was sacred.
Yeah, they made fun of themselves and everything. It was like everyone made fun of. Nobody wrote letters. If they did, they didn't really care. Then they make fun of Scientology, the famous Tom Cruise in the Closet episode.
Hilarious. Hilarious episode.
Great episode. Tom, if you're listening, come on. Just do your... Isaac quit the show because they made fun of Scientology. He goes, I can't take this anymore. I'm done. Okay, he took the moral high ground.
But after 12 seasons, they had so many lines.
That's right. So what they did was they turned Mr. Chef, his character, into a murdering pedophile. The creators, I love it because they all
pick a fight with a comedian.
Well, you don't pick a fight with Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Yeah.
I think these guys, if you had like a, what do you call it, like some sort of like roast contest, like throwing insults at each other.
No.
You're better off just laughing and saying, "Hey, that's good. You got me.
Yeah,
you got me." Anyways, rip. Who else? Nancy Cartwright. So we get another animated series. She does the voice for Bart.
Yeah, she does. I remember finding out the girl did Bart.
Yeah, back in the day, years ago.
That was weird.
It's almost like finding Santa Claus wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know, when you found out, what, a female does Bart's voice? Yeah.
I think that's the list.
We got Laura Prepon. I
don't know her.
Yes, you do. We said it before. She's from the 70s show.
Oh, yeah.
And she's also in The Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of our listeners will know who she is from those shows.
All right, so we got Kirstie Alley, Catherine Bell, Nancy Cartwright, Erica Christensen, Thomas Matherpoor Cruz III, Jenna Elfman, Isaac Hayes, Mark Isham.
Oh, Julia Lewis. Julia Lewis, of course. Great actress.
Yeah.
Vacation, Natural Born Killers, a variety of stuff. Part-time musician.
Elizabeth Moss, Laura Pepron, Kelly Preston, Giovanni Ribisi, Billy Sheehan, and John Travolta.
Okay, Ruben, do you have your worst of the best celebrity?
Did we talk about Jenna Elfman at all?
Oh, we forgot about her. Jenna Elfman, good actress. Fine. I liked her in that Dharma and Greg show.
Yeah,
I liked that show.
She played Dharma.
Yep, she played Dharma, not Greg.
Opposite to Greg, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a revival of that show with the way they're doing everything nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
But I liked her. She's attractive too. I don't know.
So I'm not going to comment on Catherine Bell, Erica Christensen, Mark Isham.
Fair enough.
Billy Sheehan.
Wow. I really try to pick names that I thought people would know of. I think a lot of these people will know.
Yeah, I'm saying for me. I don't feel like I know enough.
Okay. I got my worst pick. Oh, did we even talk about Kirstie Alley too? I feel like we said her name, but we didn't get back to her. Kirstie Alley, Cheers.
Loved her in Cheers.
I love watching her grow throughout the years as an actress.
Kirstie Alley, brother, is actually my worst pick out of that.
Wow, really?
Yes.
And your reasons?
I loved her in Cheers. And then she just became annoying.
Sure. Okay.
Instead of just acting, you know, you can do whatever you want. I found her personality to be annoying. So when she was done acting and she was talking and being a spokesperson and all that sort of stuff, I found her to be annoying.
Okay, that's fair. I like it.
But I loved her in Cheers, and I probably would watch her on something else.
Yeah, I wish her all the best.
And I watched her in Flaked, and I liked her in that.
Good. Okay. So
I like her, but I don't think I like her. But I like her acting.
Sure. Mine's Isaac Hayes.
Oh, you know what?
Because that really bothered me. It was,
Yeah.
to me, like, Kirstie Alley might be annoying, but she's not a hypocrite.
It is hypocritical. I agree with you.
Rest in peace, by the way.
It's just that he does nothing for me. I don't listen to his music.
Yeah.
I don't watch South Park.
I did watch South Park. So that's the thing. I was a fan of South Park. I enjoyed it.
Sure.
And I loved his character. And for him to turn basically on the institution that made him more famous, let's be honest.
Sure.
More money. If I was a part of the show and I had a religious background that they made fun of, I wouldn't leave it at that moment. You got to know that everything's fair game.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, he goes, oh, I can make fun of races, religions, and everyone else, but once they make fun of my sacred Scientology, he turned his back on.
Yeah.
I know he's dead, and I'm sure he's a nice guy, but the way he went out too was pretty. He didn't just. Yeah, it was a bit of a show, and so yeah, I admit that kind of bugged me.
Understandably so.
But I don't know him from Adam. He's probably the nicest guy in the world. But this is just on the celebrity. That's what we're speaking to. If any of his family's listening, we're just speaking to his celebrity world. That's it. The celebrity part of his world.
All right. Yeah,
okay.
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
I don't disagree.
All right. I'm not changing your mind 3 in a row.
No, I was kind of close, but
Wow.
then I thought no, he
Stick to it.
doesn't have that weight for me.
Yeah. So Kirstie Alley carries more weight.
She does.
Okay, good. Remember. Oh, before I say remember, also remember. You know, Ruben, can one of our listeners, just one, give us a review on iTunes? 5-star review and
As of now, it's pure. The answer is no.
Please, we're begging of you. Just one person say, hey guys, I love you guys. I've listened to every episode, if not even half of our episodes. That's all we
Sure,
want.
yeah. Or even half of an episode.
Half of an episode. Maybe just this one.
Yeah, sure.
Remember, in front of every silver lining, there is a cloud. And we're here to help you find it. Good job, Ruben. Good episodes. Good episode. Got a lot of other topics, man. We're not gonna run out. I thought about doing a Bruce Springsteen one, dedicated to our parents.
I'll do a Seinfeld one.